It is popularly believed that the Queen passed away unexpectedly at the age of 96 when she was staying at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. This site was largely recognized as being among the Queen's favorite places to visit. But why was it one of Queen Elizabeth's favorite places to stay? How many rooms are in this castle, and more important, what are the secret rooms? Hey everyone, and welcome back to yet another video from our channel. I hope you guys are doing extremely well. In this video, we will be talking about Queen Elizabeth's favorite castle. We will be covering every aspect of the castle, so if you are new to this channel, then make sure to hit the subscribe button. Now, without any further ado, let's hop right into the video. Since 1852, one of the residences of the British royal family has been Balmoral Castle, which is regarded as Scottish baronial and built in the Gothic Revival style. Prince Albert originally acquired it for Queen Victoria for £32,000 after wooing her, and having her refer to it as "this darling heaven." By constructing a new castle and eventually razing the old one, architects John and William Smith were hired to bring the plans up to the royal level. On its 50,000 acres, Queen Victoria later ordered the construction of a number of cottages, some of which are now open to the public. Since then, the castle has served as a getaway for the entire 7-decade reign of Queen Elizabeth. Young Elizabeth and her sister Margaret eagerly anticipated the yearly vacation to Balmoral as kids. It frequently served as their calendar's most important milestone. In The Little Princesses, Marion Crawford says, "Things were up to date from before we went to Scotland or after we arrived back from Scotland." Elizabeth would carry on the yearly journey with her own kids, finding peace and tranquility in the vast green landscapes of the remote Scottish Highlands. Interiors of Balmoral Castle frequently featured tartans and chintzes, as well as wallpaper with flowery patterns set off by pine-colored woodwork. Since then, more modern decor has taken the place of the Victorian-style prints, but floral patterns have stood the test of time. Can you imagine what it looks like in real life? A real drawing room can be found inside Balmoral Castle, and it has served as a comfortable setting for meetings with prime ministers and other public leaders. This comfortable traditional parlor offered a roaring fireplace among historical ornamental artifacts. Whether Queen Elizabeth hosted a prime minister audience or posed for photographs with Prince Philip. In fact, the majority of the room's furnishings, such as the teal-upholstered couch, are still the same as they were decades ago. The Queen spent numerous mornings in the large study located beyond the drawing room, dealing with dispatch boxes, holding state papers delivered from London. Early images display distinctly Scottish themes, such as plaid rugs. The floor-to-ceiling curtains and box-pleated upholstered chairs are made of white floral fabrics dotted with blooms, similar to those found just outside the castle walls. The room contains grandfather clocks and leather-bound books. Today's photos show the installation of additional contemporary improvements, like flat-screen televisions. But of course, it was hardly all work and no play for the royal family. Enter into the Grand Ballroom, where the future Queen Elizabeth would attend the annual Gillies Ball, a royal summer party known in Gaelic as Gillies, which dates back to when Queen Victoria and Prince Albert would throw a summer party for their staff. Early illustrations indicated that during Queen Victoria's reign, mounted stag heads lined the walls, facing enormous chandeliers and a cutout orchestral pit. Today, the decorations feature plaid wall coverings, ornately carved wooden cabinets, and gilded painted portraits. The Queen continued to spend her summers at Balmoral, where she and her late husband, Prince Philip, spent a large portion of the COVID-19 epidemic. It is only natural that her ultimate resting place in this world would be this historic refuge, a place full of happy memories. Even though Windsor Castle in London served as her primary residence, she preferred to spend most of her time off during the summer months in Balmoral Castle. On the other hand, there were only 2 of the 6 properties that are included in her amazing property holdings across the United Kingdom. The first one is the Irish residence, Hillsborough Castle, and the second one obviously is the Scottish residence, Balmoral Castle. These properties will be passed on to other members of the royal family now she has passed away. Let's find out more about Balmoral Castle. Balmoral Castle served as the primary residence for the British royal family while they were in Scotland. After being purchased by Prince Albert in 1852 as a present for Queen Victoria, the home eventually became the personal residence of the Queen after being passed down through numerous generations of the royal family. When the weather was at its most agreeable, between the middle of July and the beginning of October, the Queen would generally seek refuge in this isolated castle, which was surrounded by gorgeous lochs and glens. Queen Elizabeth was here mostly between July and October. After the major castle was opened to the general public, Her Majesty moved the royal household to Craigowen Lodge, a stone manor house on her estate that is located on the grounds of her property. Craigowen Lodge has 7 different bedrooms. How insane is that? During Her Majesty's stay in the summer, various members of the royal family took it in turn to visit her. These visits were divided across the duration of her stay. Prince William and Kate Middleton's 3 young children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, have been known to spend brief summer vacations at Balmoral Castle on several occasions in the past. Obviously, they visited Queen Elizabeth in the summer because of the summer break. Do you know how many rooms there are in the Balmoral Castle? Hold on to your seat because you will be shocked. It has a massive total of 775 rooms, including 19 staterooms, 52 royal and guest bedrooms, 188 staff bedrooms, 92 offices, and 78 bathrooms. The huge estate in Scotland has a deeper meaning for the Queen, because there is one huge event that took place in Balmoral Castle that did not happen in the other residences. In 1947, she and her late husband, Prince Philip, spent a huge part of their honeymoon at the Birkhull Hunting Lodge. Before that, her granddaughter Princess Eugenie provided a piece of precious information. It is the most breathtaking area on the entire earth. I feel it is the place where Granny is happiest. I get the idea that she can't get enough of the Highlands. So it's safe to say that Balmoral Castle was Queen Elizabeth's favorite residence. Now, after her death, the Queen has not only left behind a historic legacy, but also a rather vast estate. The majority of royal palaces belong to what's known as the Crown Estate, a collection of lands and holdings belonging to the British monarchy. The royal collection does not include Balmoral, however. In fact, the property was purchased by Her Majesty's great-great-grandmother Queen Victoria in 1852, according to the history website English Monarchs. She inherited it, making it one of her private assets. According to Forbes, she has accumulated over $500 million in personal assets, including real estate holdings that are likely to be inherited by King Charles III. This means that His Majesty will become the owner of Balmoral like his mother. Before we end this video, let's dive into one fact about Balmoral Castle's architecture. Its style is considered to be Scottish baronial and Gothic Revival. When Prince Albert purchased Balmoral, it was decided that it was too small for the royal family. The Prince, Queen Victoria, and their children lived in the castle while a new one was being built. After the project was completed, in 1856, the original castle was demolished. The replacement was built by father-son architects John and William Smith, who were both Scots. It was constructed out of local granite and organized into 2 sections, each of which revolves around a courtyard space. A turreted clock tower remains an eye-catching feature to this day. Balmoral Castle typically welcomes visitors from April to July of each year, while group visits are occasionally possible at other seasons. The Balmoral estates will be off-limits to visitors until further notice, and during the period of mourning, the main gates will be closed to all traffic, according to a statement posted on the castle's website after Her Majesty the Queen passed away. Please be aware that traffic is likely to be heavy at this sad time at the main gates, on the roads surrounding Balmoral, and in the nearby villages. So if you want to visit this memorial estate, you have to be patient for a while. First of all, they are obligated to give Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth the farewell she deserves. That's all for today. If you liked the video, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Thanks for watching.